Welcome to Amazing Trails Yoga. Today we are at Yankee Hill Lock 28, which is part of the enlarged Erie Canal. We've been bicycling the Erie Canal for over 300 miles. We are almost done. One more day of cycling. The Erie Canal was built in the early 1800s in order to make a waterway from the capital of New York State, Albany, all the way to Buffalo to open up some major cities, Rochester, Syracuse, Buffalo. The Hudson River begins by New York City in the Atlantic Ocean, and it flows up to Albany, and they wanted to make a waterway all the way to the Great Lakes by Buffalo. So they did. It took several years, and here we are. It's really, really amazing. We've taken the trail all the way down from Buffalo, and we're almost in Albany. And today we are doing a full body feel-good yoga class. So we will start with Pranayama, the breath of life, and we will inhale for as long a duration as the exhale. So we will inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold 1, 2, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, retain 1, 2, exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold 1, 2, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold 1, 2, exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold 1, 2, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold 1, 2, exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold 1, 2, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, hold 1, 2. Take a nice inhale on your own and exhale. We'll begin by doing some eye yoga. So keeping sitting in a nice sukhasana, an easy pose position. Your hips nice and comfortably on the mat, your shoulders right over your hips, your earlobes a nice distance between your shoulders. And you're not moving any part of your body, you're just moving your eyes to give your eyes a nice yoga workout. So look up and look down without moving your face diagonally to the right. Up, diagonally to the left, downward. Look up to the left on a diagonal, and you're going to go to the lower right hand corner. With both eyes, your face is straight ahead. Look to the left, both eyes, your face is straight ahead. Look to the right. Looking up, maybe you could see your eyebrows, and down, keeping your face steady. Looking up to the upper right hand corner, diagonally to the lower left-hand corner, up to the upper left-hand corner, and down to the lower right-hand corner. Without moving your face, you're going to take your eyes and look clockwise all the way around. You're just moving your eyes, giving your eyes a nice yoga workout. We sit in front of the computer screen or the cell phone for hours, or our eyes are still circling. You could take your finger, your pointer finger, and go the other direction and follow your finger with your eyes. It's really good to work your eye muscles. This is an entire feel-good yoga class. I do this sometimes when I'm walking, maybe not with my finger going around, but it actually, you would think it would give you a headache, and it doesn't. It feels really nice. Then maybe you want to go the other direction a little bit wider, going around, following your finger. Really good to be outside and not in front of the computer screen. Looking straight ahead, blink your eyes a couple times. Now moving your face, moving your chin, with your palms to your knees, we'll look over our right shoulder. Looking straight ahead to your left shoulder. Again, looking over to your right, maybe past your right shoulder. And looking ahead over to your left, maybe beyond your left shoulder. Looking straight ahead, we'll look up to the sky and down to the ground. Up to the sky and down to the ground. Looking straight ahead, we'll place our right ear toward our right shoulder and bring your chin down to your chest and roll your left ear to your left shoulder and all the way around. Nice and slow. Some nice neck rolls on your own, maybe at your own pace. I have to close my eyes when I look up. The sky's a little bright, even though it's very cloudy today. We've been dodging the rain all day. It hit us a few times. We got soaked. And the other way around. I wouldn't be surprised if the sky opens up on us anytime during this video. And around again. And straight ahead. Now for your neck, you're going to look up and say the vowels very distinctly 3 times. You all know the vowels from grade school. So looking up and say it with me. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. We sound kind of funny with our throats constricted like that. Brings you back to first grade, doesn't it? We'll inhale our shoulders forward and around. Forward and around. Forward and around, and the other way. You can lift your elbows up a bit and you're rolling your shoulders. You can bend your back a little bit, just loosening up. Really nice. We're going to make our way onto tabletop, so taking your hands to the mat, your fingers forward, your fingers are spread apart, palms directly under your elbows, under your shoulders. Your knees are hip-width distance apart. You're at the tops of your feet looking through your your thigh so that maybe, well, you cannot see your feet through your legs any longer. And we'll do some cat-cow. So we inhale, dropping our udders. We are a cow. Inhaling up and curl under your toes. And exhale like a big cat, looking as big as you possibly can. You're sucking your navel into your spine. You're on the tops of your feet. Inhale, coming over your toes. Exhale on the tops of your feet, looking as big as you can. Scare that dog away. Inhale to cow. Our udders are very full and heavy. They're coming down to the ground. And exhale over the tops of your feet. Very nice. Making a flat back. Take your right foot and extend it so that you're on the ball of your foot. And just go back and forth a little bit, stretching your Achilles. And this moves your wrists around a little bit. Very nice. Take your right foot out to the side. Look over your left shoulder at your foot. Take a nice breath. And bring your foot around so that it is at a 90-degree angle. Drop your right heel. Move your hands 2 palm prints in front. Curl under your toes and sit back on your heel. And breathe. They should feel very lovely. Coming back up into table, move your hands back so that your palms are under your shoulders. Curl back to the top of your foot and bring your right leg back onto your knee under your hip. Extend your left leg so that you're at the ball of your foot. Go back and forth a little bit, stretching your Achilles tendon. Take your left foot out to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Breathe into your left side. And bring your left leg around, 90-degree angle. Drop your heel. Move your hands 2 palm prints in front. Curl under your toes and sit back on your heel. This feels really nice. Full body yoga. At the base of your last exhale, come back into table. So come back onto your knee. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Bring your left leg around so that your knee is back under your hips. And you are going to curl under your toes, lift up your knees, and take your seat up to the sky to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. With this, you walk your hands back to your feet. You are in a forward fold. If you have to bend your knees, it's perfectly fine. And we're rolling up, 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 1 vertebrae at a time to Tadasana. And we will inhale, we'll get some energy here. We'll inhale our arms up to tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway up, which is monkey. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, Utthita Tadasana. And exhale down into forward fold. Inhale, monkey, halfway up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain, Utthita Tadasana. And exhale, coming down again, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. exhale, forward fold. Very nice. From forward fold, we're going to walk our hands back into downward facing dog. Inhale your right foot up to the sky, three-legged dog, looking between your palms. Bring your right foot, bring your right foot between your palms, and we are in a lunge position. In lunge position, come to your fingertips, and we're coming up, we're inhaling up into crescent. While in crescent, keep your right hand up to the sky, and we're going to backstroke our left arm around, opening up our arms. Very nice. And coming the other way around. This is really good for your rotator cuffs. With your left hand, nice. And with your palms facing each other, we'll do the same on the other arm. So you're backstroking your right arm around and up, around and up, around and up. And we'll go the other way, down and around, keeping your arm as close to your body as you possibly can, and without moving your hips around. Very nice. And inhale both arms down to the mat. Take your right foot back into downward dog. Inhale your left foot up, three-legged dog. Look between your palms, and we'll bring our left foot between our hands. Coming to your fingertips, we're coming up again into crescent, a high lunge. And we'll do the same with your left leg forward. With your right arm up to the sky, we're back stroking our left arm around and around, opening up those rotator cuffs. Keeping your left arm as close to your body as you possibly can. And the other way, a forward stroke. Very nice. And with your palms facing each other, we'll do the back stroke with your right arm. This may feel a little bit awkward at first, and then you get used to it. Your body gets used to it. And the other way. Very nice. Opening up your chest with your arms together, or your palms facing each other. Bring them down to either side of your foot, and take your right hand to the mat, and inhale your left arm up to the sky. And bring your left arm down to your pinky side of your foot. We'll inhale our right arm up to the sky. Following the gaze with your palm, you're looking up and down. Very lovely. Take your left foot back to meet your right so that we're in downward facing dog. And inhale your right leg up to the sky and place it between your palms. And again, we will inhale our left arm up to the sky. Should feel really nice. And looking up into your palm. Bring your left arm down. Inhale your right arm up, following the gaze. Inhale down, very nice. From this, you will drop your left heel to the mat. Your fingertips are to the mat. You're looking straight ahead, and you're inhaling your arms up into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Look over your knee. You should be able to see the big toe of your foot. Your hips are to the top of the mat. Now you're going to splice your arms open into warrior two. Gives you a lot of stamina, makes you feel really good. From warrior two, we will flip our right arm up, our right hand up to the sky, and following the gaze, you're bringing your right arm up as you're dropping your left arm down to your left leg and walking it down a bit as you raise your right arm into peaceful warrior. From peaceful warrior, we'll come back into warrior two. Take your right arm behind your back. Clasp your hands behind your back. Looking up to the sky, we will bring our shoulders to the inside of our knees into humble warrior. You can straighten your arms up together, crown to the mat, humble warrior, very humble. And breathe. From this, we're bringing our head back up to the sky, coming back into a warrior one. From warrior one, we'll come back into warrior two. Now take your right foot so that it faces the front of the mat. Your left foot, not the front of the mat, the sides of the mat, which is kind of in the front. And we're coming into star, so take your heels and bring them in and your arms up. We are in 5-pointed star. Should feel really nice. From 5-pointed star, take your palms of your hands so they face each other. We're coming into goddess. We're bending our knees, dropping our seat, and goddess. Back into 5-pointed star, into moon god, with our hands, our palms facing forward, moon god, up into 5-pointed star, and sun god. This is a lot of fun. We're really having fun today. Inhaling back up into 5-pointed star, and you're taking your left foot, your toes are pointing to the back of the mat. You could bring your right foot toes in a little bit as we're coming into warrior two. So you bend your left knee, watching your left arm, your left hand out to the side. Your arms are nice and straight, as if someone can pull your fingers to either side like a little tug of war. So we are in warrior two. We are bringing our right arm down and around. Our hips shift over to warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Slicing open into warrior two. Take the palm of your left hand, flip it up to the sky. Follow the gaze as you're bringing your left arm up. Your right arm comes down to your back leg, walks down a little ways. Peaceful warrior. From peaceful warrior, we're coming back into warrior two. Bring your left arm behind you. Take your right arm, clasp your fingers together. Straighten your arms. Face the back of your mat, or the top of your mat, whichever way you have it, where your left toes are pointed. And we're going to extend our arms, bring the crown of our head down to the inside of your left knee, your left side. Bring your arms up as high as you can. They can go over your head. If they are not over your head, no problem. Humble warrior. Should feel really nice. With humble warrior, you're dropping your Hands back down, they're still clasped. Now you're letting them go. We're coming back up into a warrior one. Slicing open to warrior two. Take your left toes so that they go to the side of the mat. Your right toes to meet them so that they're parallel. Your legs can be straight. Bring your heels in again. And this time we're joining our palms together. We're dropping our seat. And we're coming into like a goddess pose. Okay, so we can move around. Move and shift around. Have a little fun with this. Take our arms out to the side. Our arms out to the side. Our legs are straight. Take your heels so that they are parallel to the sides of the mat, and you're coming forward into a straddle fold, and drop your head to the mat. Your arms can touch the mat. You're at the crown of your head. Take your left hand to the center of the mat. Inhale your right arm up without moving your torso. Following the gaze. Bring your right arm down. Inhale your left arm up. Your left arm comes down to the mat. We will walk our hands over to the front of the mat. By your right foot, have your toes face the front of the mat. Flip over your heels so that you're on the ball of your foot, and you may drop your left knee to the mat and come to the top of your foot and both hands on your knee into a low lunge. Whoops. This ground is uneven a bit. I got a little spoiled the last few times I was on a nice flat surface. So we are in a low lunge. This should feel pretty nice. You can put something under your knee like a blanket or a towel if it's too tough on your knee. I like to roll over a little bit more onto the top of my knee. Should feel really nice, a nice inner stretch. And just breathe into this. With this, you could take your hands on both sides of the foot, curl under your toe, bring your knee up, and bring your right foot back to meet the left. You are in plank, and take your left foot between your hands, and drop your right knee and come over your foot, and inhale your hands up to the top of your left knee. A nice inner thigh stretch. And breathe into this. Should feel really nice. Very lovely. Take both your hands to either side of your left toe, curl under your right, and come up into a low lunge. And this time bring your left foot back to meet your right. You are in plank. With plank, we're coming down into chaturanga, coming over our feet to upward dog, and lifting our seat to the sky, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we will walk our hands up to meet our feet, or walk our feet up to meet our hands rather. And drop your seat, lift your arms, we're up in chair, and standing. While in Tadasana, we'll put our palms together and set an intention for the day. Sending our love and energy out to all these people that worked on the canal from 2 centuries ago, to the people who restore it today and work on it and maintain it, to people who hike along the trail, bicycle, walk along the trail, fish. I see some fishermen coming along. It's really a great thing. And your own private intention to send your love and energy to whoever may need it, whoever you want and are thinking of. And coming back into Tadasana. Coming to the top of your mat, we'll inhale our arms up as we drop our seat or heels into chair. Our big toes could be touching, our knees could be touching. Look over your knees to see the tops of your toes. And exhale into forward fold. With your hands to the sides of your feet, inhale your right foot back and drop your knee to the ground, to the mat. We just did this. Take the top of your right foot to the mat, your left hand to the inside of your left foot, and we're dropping down into lizard. You could take a block if you need to. If you would like to, and put your forearms down on the block or onto the mat. This is a really nice stretch. Should feel really good. If this is too much of a stretch, you could always come up like this. It's perfectly fine. But this feels really nice. Again, a feel-good day today. I feel really great being at the Erie Canal, having cycled so far. I feel accomplished. It's really nice to do things, nice to challenge yourselves. Coming over the top of your foot, come back up onto the palms of your hands, pick up your knee, and bring your right foot in a tad bit, drop your heel, and you're straightening your left leg. Take your left hand to the pinky side of your foot, and we're coming into pyramid. You can inhale and exhale, drop your forehead to your shin, to your knee, however low you want to go. Feels really, really nice. And looking at your foot, you can bend your knee and bring your left foot back to meet the right. Take your right foot up between your hands and drop your left knee to the mat. Come over at the top of your foot. Take your right hand to the inside of your right foot, and this is fine for lizard if this is as far as you want to go. If you want to come down to your forearms or take a block and put your forearms on the block, that's perfectly fine. Lizard feels really, really good about now. You can adjust all you want. You might want to bring your knee back a little ways. Really good. Should be feeling pretty good. A lot of little tiny ants coming around. Take your palms to the inside of your right foot. Straighten your arms. Uncurl your toes. Pick your knee up, and you can take your left foot and walk it in a little ways as you take your right hand to the pinky side of your right foot. Straighten your right leg, drop your heel. We're coming into pyramid. And you can inhale and exhale your forehead down to your shin, to your knee, just down any way you want to. Really lovely. From this, pick up your left heel and place it diagonally to the mat. And with your right hand, you can take your right hand to the pink side where it is, or you can bring it to the inside of your foot by your big toe, but you are going to take your left hand and inhale up into triangle. This is really actually my favorite pose. It should feel really nice. Is that a train I hear? And exhale your left hand down. We are going to walk our hands around. Take your right foot so that your toes are coming along with you. We're back into a forward fold. And drop your head to the mat. Onto your palms, we're going to continue walking to the left. Take your left toes to the end of the mat. You can place your left hand in front of your foot, on your shin, behind your foot. We are inhaling our right arm up into triangle. Very nice. Choo-choo! I hear the train. And we are dropping our right hand. Bend your left leg. Drop your right knee to the floor and take your left foot back to meet your right. We are coming into toes pose. We're doing our full body. So toes pose, you are over the tops of your toes. Give your feet a really nice stretch. And some people are not very comfortable with this, so we will do some little arm poses and movements so that we're not thinking about this torture. I think it feels really good. I'm very, very used to it. So we are in toes pose, and I'll show it this way so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. Inhale your right arm up. Pat the back of your neck, the nape of your neck. Take your left arm up and around. Bring your right elbow back a bit. Left arm comes to the side. Flip your hand over, bend your arm and touch your fingertips. Or clasp your fingertips. Or if you have your strap, I'll use this as a strap. I didn't bring my strap on this very long bike ride. You could use your strap and connect. Slowly letting go. We'll come to the tops of our feet and just bang them a little bit. Wake them up. And we'll do that on the other side. So we're coming to the tops of our toes. We're bending over. And I'll do it facing you this time. Take your left arm up and around so that it pats the nape of your neck. You could take your right arm and pull your elbow back. Extend your right arm out to the side. Flip your palm over, bend your arm, connect your fingers. You can bind. You could take the strap. Oops. And here we go. And letting go. To counteract the pose, we're coming into hero. So we're coming to the tops of our feet, sitting our heels back, and breathing. Should feel very, very nice. from this. Fishtail your feet around so that your legs are extended out to the side of the mat. Inhale your arms up. You're exhaling into forward fold. And you're coming right back up. We'll do it again. Inhale your arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale back up. Take your right leg, bend it at the knee. Take your right leg over to the outside of your left leg. Okay, we're coming into a nice spinal twist. Inhale your left arm up and bring your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. And take your right hand, cartwheel it around behind you. Tense your fingers and look over at the back of your mat. Look over your right shoulder. This should feel really nice. Looking back to the top of the mat, take your right leg and meet your left foot. Inhale your left knee up. And take your right arm up so that your right elbow comes to the outside of your left thigh. And cartwheel your left arm around. Tense your fingers to the back. Look over your left shoulder. Nice spinal twist. And I knew something felt funny. Take your foot over here. So we'll do that again. So take your left foot over to the outside of your right thigh. Your left arm should still be behind you. Inhale your right arm up, your elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Look over your left shoulder. That's a lot better. Looking toward your right foot, take your left foot up to meet it. Now you are bringing your seat to the middle of the mat. You're coming onto your forearms, and you're coming onto your back, and you're lifting your feet up to the sky. And this is really nice. This should feel very nice for your circulation. You can maybe make circles with your ankles one way and the other. You can take your hands, put them on your seat, and you're going to inhale up into a shoulder stand, which again, this is a full body feel-good yoga, pointing your toes up to the sky. Maybe you want to drop your right foot behind your head and up. Your left foot behind your head and up. Straddle. We did some straddle standing. Goddess. Our feet together. We did goddess. Our knees together. And we're coming down, we're rolling down. Very, very nice. Plant your feet, the soles of your feet to the mat. And we're going to inhale our hips up to the sky to bridge. Take your hands, clasp them together, maybe come to the tops of your arms a bit and Send your hips higher up to the sky into bridge. And coming down. It should feel really, really nice. Bringing your knees up. You can give yourselves a nice hug. And we're taking our feet overhead. We're going to roll up, and we're going to keep rolling up into a squat position. So you are on soles of your feet. I want to come to face you. So I'm facing you like this. Take your feet out a little bit to the side, and your toes could be diagonally to the mat. Take your hands together into prayer between your knees, and you can open your knees up into squat. This is another one of my great favorite poses, and I like it. I think it feels really, really good. And that's what we're looking for today, to feel good. If maybe this doesn't feel so good, take a block. You can sit on your block. I'm sorry I don't have one today. And take your right hand diagonally to the side. You're inside your right leg, on the inside of your right leg. Inhale your left arm up and bring it behind you, like when we did in toes pose. You take your left hand, turn your palm to the back, bend your arm, and take your right hand around and try to touch your fingers, maybe make the bind, clasp your hands. You again can take the strap if you can't quite reach. And letting go, take your left hand to meet your right. We're in prayer. We'll do the same on the other side. And I will face the other way so that you can see what I'm doing a little bit more. So take your left hand up to the sky, your right hand behind you, diagonal. Take your left palm, flip it to the back, bend your arm, take your right arm around, and maybe touch your fingers, clasp your fingers together. Take a strap, that might help you reach. Looking over your left shoulder, undoing the bind, very nice. And you should be facing me. Back into the squat position. And you're sitting your seat down. We're coming into Baddha Konasana, which is cobbler's pose. Take the soles of your feet together. You can open them up like a book. Maybe drop your knees closer to the mat. This should feel really nice. And from cobbler's pose, as this is a yoga class from head to toe, we are doing something really good for your feet. You're intertwining your fingers and your toes. So take your fingers on your left hand, maybe separate your toes a little bit first, and take your pinky between your big toe, your middle finger between the next toes, and you could interlace your toes and your fingers. And this really does wonders for your feet. On the other side, you could do the same, putting your fingers between your toes. If you can't put the fingers all the way between the toes, that's perfectly fine. Put them just part way. And there are many benefits of this. This might not feel so comfortable at first. But, well, first of all, it helps you with your balance. I don't know if you could see this. And sorry, my feet are so dirty. I've been bicycling all day. It's like all day since 7 this morning. It's about 5 o'clock tonight. Not quite sure. 4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock. And I'll tell you why I do this. I have arthritis in one of my feet, and rather than take medicine for it or get painkiller shots and what have you, it was really bothering me the more I walked on it, the more I stood on it. And I go to bed at night with yogi toe separators. Just like if you're getting a pedicure and it separates your toes, and I don't even know what side of my foot, which foot I have arthritis on anymore. It's like all better. And I will just show you, when you wear shoes, your feet are all cramped up in your shoes all day long. If you put your fingers in there, separate your toes, go to bed maybe with yogi toe separators. Mine are gel, so they're really comfortable. It spreads out your foot. You know, if you take your hands and they're all cramped up, and just see how less stressful, how much more relaxed it is. So enjoy the pose a few more moments. Taking your fingers out from between your toes, you could extend your left foot out to the corner of your mat, your right foot out to the other corner. Coming into a straddle. We did standing straddle. We did shoulder stand straddle. Now we're doing seated straddle. Should feel really nice. We'll be coming to an end soon. I don't want this to end, but I could just go on and on. I just love doing this with you and helping you. Nice inhale and exhale. Inhale, you can take your right hand, walk it down your right leg, inhaling your left arm up, watching your left arm, and down. We'll do the same to the other side. Take your left hand, walk it down your left leg as you inhale your right arm up, and down. We'll do it again. Right hand walking down your right leg, inhale your left arm up. Maybe you want to go a little bit lower. And coming up into the other side, walking your left hand down, your fingers down your left leg, bring your right arm up. And down. Walking your fingers out in front of you, coming down maybe onto your forearms, maybe onto a block. Maybe you could drop your third eye to the ground. And coming up. Very nice. We're coming into a cross-legged position. We'll come into lotus before we end. So in cross-legged position, take your right heel to the ground in front of you and take your left foot up so that it comes to the top of your right thigh. And this is half lotus. This is really nice. With this, take your left arm up and bring it around just like we've been doing. Take it out to the side, take your thumb down, so you're flipping your palm around. Bend your arm and you can bring it behind you and maybe grab this right big toe. It should feel really nice. You could take your right hand to your left thigh, look over your left shoulder. And again, you don't have to have this toe lock. You can just bring your left arm around wherever it goes, maybe on the crease of your hip, wherever it feels good. And looking forward. Take your left foot right foot up this time. You could bring your left heel closer to your groin. Take your right foot over the top of your left knee. Bring your right arm out to the side, thumb down so your palm is behind you. Bend your arm. You can bring it behind you. That's perfectly fine where you are. If you want to go for that toe lock, that's really great. This is half lotus. Take your left palm to your right knee. Look over your right shoulder. And looking to the center. Very, very nice. And we'll make our way down to our back. Did a lot of twisting and stretching. Should feel really nice. We're coming down to our back. Inhale your knees up. Make nice hip circles to the right. I'm on a little hill, so it's kind of tricky to do this. And the other way. Very nice. We'll inhale our legs up to the sky. And drop your right foot. Inhale it back up. Your left foot. Inhale it back up. And both feet, we're going to drop them nice and slowly. Hover for 1 second before your heels come down to the mat. Separate your heels a little bit. Let your toes splay out to the side. Take your palms of your hands and snow angel your arms up and around so that they come to the back of your head. Make a little net like a cage. And give your head some nice gentle tugs to elongate your neck. And gently place your head to the mat and snow angel your arms down and around. We're coming into shavasana. Your palms facing up to the sky. Take a nice inhale. Nourish every cell in your body. And exhale. Some nice deep breaths. And bringing some life back into our bodies, we could begin to wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes, make some nice wrist circles and ankle circles. Maybe clasp your place your palms together, clasp your fingers together. And extend your arms up to the sky, your palms facing the sky, over your head. Take your ankles together, make a really nice stretch. And snow angel your arms around as you bring your knees to your chest, a nice squeeze. Come to either side of the mat. Make your way up into Sukhasana, easy pose, cross-legged position. Intertwine your fingers and bring your palms to heart center. And thank you so very much for joining me here at the Erie Canal. Beautiful part of New York State, Upper New York State, and thank you. And I really hope you enjoyed the full body yoga, the feel-good yoga. Everyone deserves to feel good. And thank you so much, and please subscribe to my channel. You can get updates, we can communicate, you can tell me what you like, what you need, what you want, anything about you, I can help you. And have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.